Hello YouTube, this is Chesko from Stay APKs. Welcome to another tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to continue where we left off in the last tutorial. As you remember, in the last tutorial, we covered what to do with cargo run, cargo release, optimized code, unoptimized code. In this tutorial, we're going to start using some of those manipulations of pixels in real time, and you're going to see how fast and how it is done from scratch. I'm going to be showing using synthetic images that we create ourselves instead of just bringing images. So that way you get to see it from a blank canvas. You get to see you see it being created, and that way hopefully you understand much better than just bringing images from the outside, right? And let me copy and paste these and then into the code. Oh, actually, I already have it here. So let me explain here how we're going to create a synthetic image. We're going to be bringing from the image crate, RGB image, RGB. From the minifb crate, we're going to be bringing the same usual suspects to create the window. Here we're creating a 32 by 32. We're going to fill it with black pixels, 000 at first, then I'll show you white one so you see the difference. Here we're drawing the cross, being that it's a 32 by 32, 16 will get you into the center. This is the thickness of the lines and the length of the lines of the arm from the center. This is drawing the vertical line, and this is drawing the horizontal line. And it's going to be a red line, as you can see here, RGB. Here we're creating the image, the window, I'm sorry, and it's going to be resizable. So we're going to be able to update the buffer to create it. Uh, it's going to give you the flexibility of increasing the window size. And this is what's happening here. And remember minifb, I believe it uses a RGB, so it's the alpha channel and then the RGB. And here it will break the loop once we hit the escape key. Nothing complicated, it's very simple code. So let's just run it. So we'll run it with cargo run release, and there you go. You have your white red cross on the black background with a very flexible window. So if we want to change it from black background to white, all we need to do is 255 from 0 to 255, and then we run it, and now you're supposed to see a white background. Okay, pretty simple. Now, like I said, this is the vertical line and a horizontal line. So for you to see the difference, let's do the horizontal line. Let's orange, but let's go with something more lighter so you can see the difference between the red, the horizontal, and the vertical lines clearly. And there you go. And that's all you need to do. You can manipulate pixels however you want. And for example, let's do something a little bit more challenging. Oops, wrong one. It's a Wayback Machine. Let's do something more challenging here. And let's do a circle. And then Command C, save it, and It's a little bit more complicated because it's not straight lines, but it's we're using geometry. So that's why we're bringing the standard library pi from the standard library. But everything else is pretty much the same. We're going to be using bigger, so not to give it a, is a smoother instead of if you make it 32 by 32, it's going to be a little bit jagged, so you can see more of a circle. It's always going to be jagged because it's a circle. It's not straight. Uh, It's not. You cannot do triangles, right? So it's always going to be a little bit jagged, but you know what I mean. So here we're dealing with the geometry of the circle, filling the circle. And here, same thing. We're just creating the window title, and then the window, the making it scalable, so the size, so you can update the buffer. We're going to save the image and then break with escape, just like we did in the other one. So let's save it. And now, if we do this, you see a red circle, right? And this is what I was talking about. You're always going to see that because it's a circle, right? It's almost like calculus. The tangent will never be hitting, you know what I mean. So we'll go make this smaller. It looks a little bit better there, but there you go. And if you want to do the same thing from instead of black, instead of white, we'll do black. And now we have, instead of get a black circle. And before we had a solid circle, and it's the same actually because we saved it. But you get what I mean. So this is how you manipulate pixels, how you manipulate creating synthetic images. And in the next tutorial, we'll be applying this technique on real images. And you're going to see how we can manipulate color. And that's how it is done under the hood. But we'll do that in the next tutorial. If you like this tutorial, please click the like box, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time with another tutorial. Take care.